What's up? It's Tuesday. I'm Tay. This is Tuesdays with Tay. Sup, Tay? What's everyone's favorite album artwork of all time? Also, happy birthday, Dane. Dookie is always great. Comes to mind. That's a classic, though. We've talked about how much I like the graphic Pig Destroyer records on the show before. I like the Me Without You logo on Facebook. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I like a lot of the RFC ones. I look at them all day long. Mock Taverskan's album's pretty cool looking. I like their stuff.
I like a lot of the Kanye stuff. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is probably my favorite. That guy, I think it's George Kondo, does some really cool stuff. And then Graduation is done by a guy whose name I can't pronounce, but he's like, they call him like the Andy Warhol of Japan.
I obviously like a lot of Dinosaur Jr. records, just heavy on the art. I like the new Drake art because, like, it's obviously not good art, but just from a marketing standpoint, you know, when you can like meme your album art, like, it's good for biz, you know?
As a kid growing up, I always just loved the Californication artwork. I just always thought that was cool. The Remain in the Light by Talking Heads, I just see that artwork and I think it's amazing. Maybe just the colors are so bright.
I love Revolver by the Beatles. That's a pretty fun album cover. I think there's a Abe Lincoln, John Lennon, which is pretty good.
Dane, what do you want for your birthday?
Well, what I really wanted was a haircut, but I guess the heat is out over at Big Dog Shop, so still working with this. I like candy, just treats, and whatever this is. Burglary Years are the best band in Boston. You deserve an Oscar for music. It's me, Drake. Happy birthday, Dane. You are my #1 freak. Thanks for being a great friend and roommate. Have a wicked birthday. I bought this for you, a present that will tear us apart. Settlers of Catan extension. Let's do it, baby.
We could wrestle for your birthday. Hey Tay, what's your last 5 viewed videos on YouTube? Also, shout out to Geo and Pipe. People love shout outs. We got Narcoleptic Dog. Can I watch these? Because these all sound like really good. Narcoleptic Dog. Bioshock. A man chooses, a slave obeys. I wonder who was watching that one. Al.
I don't even know what Bioshock is.
You know what the other part is, though. Limp Bizkit versus Seinfeld breaks up. That's funny. I Smell Like Beef, original extended version. Hashtag beef baby. Dancing on Sims for lol LMAO.
It's Sims 4, lol.
Sims for lol.
Who do you think watched that one?
I bet Jeff watched Dancing for Sims.
Dude, the Sims video only has 80 views.
Definitely Jeff. Definitely Def. Great stuff. Limp Bizkit was Jeff also because he sent that to group chat. I feel like I Smell Like Beef might have been Dane, and Narcoleptic Dog sounds innocent enough for Al. That's just Al like on the internet googling like narcoleptic dog and puppies and like what do I yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
And then some skateboarding. But he turns it off whenever there's beer or cursing. Good list on the Run for Cover YouTube account. We will put the links in the description. Hey Dane, if you, Alex, and Kevin from Top Shelf, we're in, I've heard of him, we're in a cage match, free for all. Who would win? Props are allowed.
Props are allowed.
Like props or props.
I could take Al out in a heartbeat. He's very aggressive, but once you start touching him, he just folds like paper. So he's gone, and it's really between me and Kevin. And if we have props, I think I'm gonna give it to Kevin. I pictured him with the Super Smash Brothers hammer, like do 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 do, and just, you know, I get obliterated.
What gross thing is someone finding in your room if you were on MTV Room Raiders? There's a pizza box in our room that's been there for a while. I'm using it as a stand right now to hold up some posters. Keep them flat.
I just have a lot of water bottles in my room, like half empty water bottles everywhere. That's not really gross though. It's just water.
Like, I keep my room very well kept, but dusting is something I really don't do. It's a little dusty in there. Otherwise, nothing crazy.
I'm gonna pass.
Ew. I don't think there's much gross stuff in my room. I keep it tidy, it's cozy. Maybe there's probably some candy somewhere that's just been there for a while. Dane's freaking me out with his answer. I don't know what he's talking about.
Dane, have you ever been to a strip club?
Jeffree Star almost took me to one, which I would have felt more comfortable with because apparently he knows what he's doing.
Everyone in the office, which actor/actress did you have a crush on as a kid? First crush was, what's her name? Brady Bunch? Marsha. She was wicked hot.
The first time as like a thinking person, I think, was Zooey Deschanel.
I mean, it's more of a musician, but she was in Spice World, Baby Spice. Big crush.
Actor I had a crush on was totally Orlando Bloom. I was one of those girls that had a purse that said Mrs. Orlando Bloom on it. But actress was Reese Witherspoon.
I remember getting The Legend of Zorro with Antonio Banderas and what's her name, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Man, I was like, man, she's so hot. So yeah, probably her. Cuts the dress off. Whew, gotta cover my eyes on that bit, man.
Oh my God, Jessica Alba, man. Still.
Tay, how do you feel about Anthony Fantana's review? Anthony Fantana, Tony Montana. I hadn't heard of him until now, but I guess he's pretty famous. He likes Run for Cover stuff. Seemed to like the Adventures record for the most part. He likes this show, I guess, which is pretty cool. Shout out, Anthony Montana. He's the biggest nerd on the internet. That's what I've heard. That's what his slogan is, right? The biggest nerd on the internet. And that is saying something. There's a lot of nerds on the internet. Biggest nerd.
You know he plays bass.
He plays bass. Fellow bassman. Yeah, we can have a 4-way bass jam session. Me, Brian, Dane, and Anthony Montana. Anthony, come on down and Run for Cover office. We'll riff, we'll rip, you can review some music. There's a reason now why Anthony Fantana has 16 million views and we don't. It's because he obviously puts a little more work into his equipment. Charges his batteries before the show. Anthony, come on down. Where does he live? Does he live in Connecticut? That's not that far. East Coast brother. Maybe our paths will cross one day and we can hang. If you leave your house. And it's gonna be mostly on you because I'm not gonna go to Connecticut. Dane, how did you become friends with Jeffree Star? That's something we would all like to know.
We just got put on the same Warped Tour bus and became bunkmates, and we just hit it off. Just a couple of guys with swag.
Did any of you guys go to the Turnstile show in Cambridge? If so, how was it? It was a good gig. We had a lot of fun. I got a little drunk. Turnstile was ill. I heard Al was pretty ill. Super Heaven was ill, as always. Adventures was ill. I saw Tay. Said what's up to Tay at the end. Cambridge Elks. Hardcore Stadium. Shout out Triple B. What up, Sam? Good gig. Good gig, brother. Are fingerboards sick or lame? My 20-year-old boyfriend plays them. Should I break up with him? Fingerboards, I feel like, were pretty sick, and then they went away, and then they came back for a little while, and I feel like they're not sick anymore. Great time waster. Keep it on your desk, keep it in your pocket, keep it, you know. If you go to a restaurant, you're waiting for your food, well, maybe couple little kick flips. Dane, since it's your birthday, what is the sickest or lamest themed birthday party everyone has had? One themed birthday party that I can think of when I was like 4 or 5, we went to the airport and I got to no, it was cool. We got to we got to go to the control tower and look at it was pretty dope.
Once as a kid I went to a place in Ipswich called Totally Brilliant, and you go and run around their play zone, you know, it's 4 levels of crazy stuff and slides, and then you go and play laser tag, and then you have sausage, chips and beans for dinner. Honestly, dude, I would do that right now if they had it for adults because that was sick.
Just saw the pics from Alex's shoot for Fader. How long has the drummer from Avlov been working in the office? One of my favorite bands.
All right.
We got our little Avlov intern right here. Avlov him. Yeah, no, he's been here for about a month and he's doing swimmingly. What would you rather have, Guy Fieri as your father or Guy Fieri as your son? I'm going father because that means that I can be yeah, that's my dad, but I'm nothing like him. If he's my son, then everyone's like, look what you did. You did that. That is your fault. Yeah. Yes, exactly. That means I birthed him, and that means I look like Guy Fieri.
And also your wife would have to be a combination of you.
Yeah, my wife is somehow looks like Guy Fieri. That's just No, thank you. Search the hashtag Tuesdays with Tay on Instagram and choose your favorite picture. This kid got it. He got the joke. I like this one that has nothing to do with Tuesdays with Tay. That's my favorite. It's just some dude in hard stance, and he has nothing to do with this web show.
So I'm back to the velvet underground, back to the floor that I love.
Yo, idiots, get in the photo.
I'm bored.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? Ask me a question on Tumblr.
Who is this guy?
Shut up. Run for cover.